Hey guys, I am getting ready to get started here. I can see that some of you have come in already. We are going to do this. I hope it goes well. I frankly have no idea if this is going to be interesting or if it's going to be really boring when I start doing it, because sometimes when I do these, it is sort of long and tedious, and other times it's kind of exciting. So we will see. But I hope that you guys are into it. Let me know if you're having any problems with my sound, or or whatever. This is my first time doing one of these, so I'm not really sure what to expect in terms of technical difficulties. So I'm glad you guys are here. Let me see if actually I lost my chat window, so if you guys are talking to me, I can't actually see it. Let me make sure I have that up here. Bear with me. I'm going to do probably some easy videos first, at least what I think are easy. I have not found the locations yet, so I'm going to do ones that I was thinking might be, not too hard to find, so that hopefully I can do several. But I will try to do some that are more difficult as well, but those might take a really long time, and I'm not sure if I have time to sit here for like 3 or 4 hours and do it. So so hold on a second. Where the heck is my chat window? I lost it. Okay, I'm gonna get started. So so what I'm gonna do when we get started here is I'm going to show you the videos over on the right side here. Let me just bring one up, because I have one that I was thinking about doing here. Got this guy, and so I'm going to keep my idea is I'm going to keep the video over here on the side, and I will show you what I'm looking at in terms of finding it up at the top, and hopefully it'll go pretty well. All right, let's just go ahead and get started. So this person is, who is this person? So so we know this is Nobby Walsh. So he sent me this video, and we're gonna take a look at it. So so let's check it out.
Okay, Jose Monkey, please find me.
Okay, he's showing us like it looks like a hotel. Looks, I'm gonna say Florida because I see palm trees, but I don't know if that's really true. There are palm trees all over the place. We've got a Ferris wheel, we've got a boardwalk type thing here. This looks like maybe a restaurant out on a pier, and that's all we get. We've got some writing on this that I can just barely see, but not really much to go on. I thought I saw some writing back here though, so let's see what that says. So yeah, let me focus on the video for a sec. So this looks like it says roof, something roof. You might say joint here. I'm not really sure what that says. And this looks like it says maybe epic. I'm not really sure what that is either. And this might say the end, the bend, something. I don't know what that says. Okay, so let's see what we can find here. This looks like almost like a P or pin, tin. This might say tin roof. I'm thinking maybe this says tin roof. It looks sort of like that. So let me see if I can find that. Let me get my window up here, and we're going to do a search for a tin roof hotel. And hold on, I will show you this window in just a second. Oops, that is not the right window. Sorry guys. Tin roof hotel is what I'm going to search for, and I will bring up the results and show it to you. Hold on. Okay, so right away I'm seeing an image that looks very similar to me. Um, let me bring that up and show you that. Right, so like that looks to me very much like what we're seeing in that video. So I don't know if this is the right place or not, or if there are multiple of these. So let's see where this place is. It looks like it is in Arkansas, potentially. Do they have palm trees in Arkansas, guys? But we can check that out. I hope that the stream is coming through okay. Sorry, this browser is really slow because I'm using a VPN on this browser. But this says it's in Fayetteville, Arkansas. That does not look like it is near the beach, though, guys. So I'm guessing that this is some kind of chain or something and is not the right place. All right, so let's go see what else we can find with that. So if this place is... All right, so it's a restaurant, right? So maybe instead of searching for hotel, restaurant, I'm gonna add beach to my search. And again, I'm gonna like maybe look at image results. Okay, this is looking right. I think this is Myrtle Beach. Let me copy this link. That is going really slow, so I'm going to bring this up in a different window real quick. Here we go. Okay, so this is the picture that I was seeing, which I think is what we saw at the end of the video. If we look at that, that seems like that's probably it. Yeah. So I think this is probably this pier, is my guess. So how do we find exactly where that is? So this is Myrtle Beach. Let me get this. All right, so the question is, how close of a street view can I get here? This looks like it might be on that pier restaurant thing that we were looking at. Let me just look at the street view of this place. Okay, so there's the Ferris wheel. Okay, I mean, this is the right place. You guys know I like to get exactly the spot if possible. So if I look at where he is, he's by the steps, and this looks like this is probably like 14. I wonder if that's like 14th Street or something. I bet it is, because you can see the numbering. It's like 1410 Ocean Boulevard, so I bet that's like the 14 block. So if I close that real quick, you know what, I'm gonna say that is definitely where this is, and I will find the exact location later. I mean, I'm still getting in the hang of how to do these as a live, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and say that this is the right location for this, and I'm going to make a note of it, and I will find the precise location a little bit later, because it's pretty clear that I found it. But I think that the exact location would be, actually it's probably right there. Because I think that's the pier. I think these steps right here are the steps that we're looking at in the video. So I'm going to go ahead and say that he's like right. I'm trying to click there. That is those are the coordinates. Okay. So I am going to make a note of that. And I will put that on the map later. So, Nabi Walsh, you were in Myrtle Beach near the Pier 14 seafood restaurant and fishing pier and whatever that tin roof restaurant was in that hotel. Okay, let's do another one. By the way, guys, at any point, if you want to go check out my merch in the store, I'm running a promotion right now. So if you use the code DOITLIVE, you can get 10% off your purchase at my store. So don't feel compelled to do that. Nobody needs to buy stuff, but if you would like a shirt or something like that, they're available. Okay, let's do a different video. So let me look. I put a few videos on a list that I thought might be good. Actually, this one is funny. Let me go grab the video because I don't think I have it. I don't know if I downloaded it yet. Oh, no, I do have it. Okay. So this one is funny because it's a very old video. So before you ask, why is this person not appearing on camera? It is because this is an older video before I required people to come on camera or show a sign. But here's what's funny about it. I had this on the list for a really long time, and I looked at it earlier today trying to pick ones to do. And if you look at this logo that's here, Saddle Creek, that is the company that I was trying. If you guys saw the video I did in Houston, Texas, not long ago, that was the video where Hope was the person's name, was standing by the side of the highway in Houston. And I was trying to figure out what the truck said. It was a Saddle Creek truck. Multiple people told me in the comments later on that that's what it was. And if I had only looked at this video first, I might have known that. And I've had this video on my list for a very long time. So I just thought that was funny when I opened it and like immediately saw that logo. So anyway, let's take a look at this video. Some ridiculous music, so let's turn that down. Okay, it's not very long. It's 8 seconds, and they're driving. But we've got the Saddle Creek place, and we've got never mind. We've got a sign. So never mind. This is even easier than I thought it was going to be because we've got. Yeah, this is like lightning round material. So we've got a pretty clear road sign here. So 1187. I don't know exactly what where this is, but like I bet if I just search for this Rendon Crowley Road, I mean, this is not going to be a tough one. So if we search for Rendon Crowley, this is like super easy mode. Sorry guys, I'll come up with a harder one in just a second. Oh, and I don't want images this time. Hold on. Oh, sorry, you're not seeing that. Okay. So okay, so there's really only like one place where this could be. It looks like it's probably in Burleson, Texas. Like I said, this is like super easy mode. All right, and it was also what, McAllister Road. So if I yeah, so that's nearby, right? And it was saying, what was the name of the, oh my God. Yeah, 1187. I mean, this is going to be it right here, right? So like, I would be willing to bet that there is a Saddle Creek Logistics right around here somewhere. Oof, this is going to crawl on this satellite view. I bet it's this right here. There it is. Okay. Okay, so that was not a particularly hard one either. Although, you know what's funny is that... Okay, so that sign is facing in the other direction, so that makes sense. So it's going to be like right here. Sorry, that's another really easy one, guys. Let me find a harder one. So yeah, that's clearly it. Okay. Let me just mark my location, save that for later, and then we'll do another one. I think I have one that I think is probably not the US, so let's do that next. Here, let me just grab this location. Okay. Okay, let me... Guys, I'm still having trouble seeing my my chat because I don't know what the heck I'm doing with YouTube streaming just yet. So I will try to do that in just a second. I don't want to make you guys wait while I figure out chat, but I really hate the idea that you're talking to me and I'm not seeing it. But right now I am going to quick download a new video to do next. Oh, you know what? I didn't tell you who that person was. That was not cool. That person was LS1 Cheddar was the username on that one. So I should have said that. What I need to figure out also is a way to let people know that I've started looking for them on here. Like, oh, that's not even going to come through very well with this font, but yeah. So that person was that came from TikTok. The first one actually was somebody that submitted via YouTube, but I'm grabbing another video now, and this one is going to be, I believe, not in the United States. So let's look at this one. And who is this person? This person's username is that. That's a 44. I don't know why it's coming through wrong. I gotta fix the font on that. Okay, let's see what we can see here.
Hi, Jose Monkey. Can you find where am I?
It's a very clear video. Okay, so not a lot to see here. We've got some kind of parking sign, I assume, here. Let me switch to video focus so you can see that. We've got what I assume is a parking sign. I don't think it says anything really readable, though. Actually, it looks like it has a phone number. I can't really read it, though. I will struggle to read that if I can't find other clues. But let's see what else we got. Okay, so I'm thinking UK, based on the license plates that I see. We've got trash bins here. Let me see. I don't see anything on the satellite dishes. We've got some buildings. This truck has a logo on it, but no name. Okay, so let me see if I can see these trash bins. Does it say lum? That is hard to read. I feel like it's almost like... Let me see if I have a clearer frame. LAN something, maybe? Like either LAN or LAM, maybe? And then it's like Beck? LAN? What the hell is that? Okay. Well, let me see if we can search for something here. Landbeck. Let me try like Landbeck. And I'm going to say like recycling because I think... No, that doesn't seem like a thing. Land... Boop? Land boop? Like, I don't think this is like Germany. I was trying like a sort of a German kind of name. Land... Landbert? No, that doesn't look like a T though, right? I got a result for Lambert recycling. Oh, sorry, I should show you guys what I'm doing. I'm having trouble remembering to change windows to show you when I'm searching for stuff. So let me switch to that. Okay, so I tried Lambert. Maybe it's not an A. Lumbert? Nope. How about Let me see if I can get a better view of this at all. I told you guys this might be boring. Beth? This looks like a... I don't know how well you guys can see that. When I zoom in, it makes it worse, though. I'm thinking that might say Lambeth. All right, there. Now we're talking. So, Lambeth recycling appears to be something in the UK, which seems promising. Let's see what we get when we go here. Oh, yeah. So look, do you see the logo here? I don't know how well you guys can see that. Let me see if I can zoom in on this. Nope, that doesn't look good. Don't know how well you guys can see that, but this logo looks to me like what I'm seeing on this bin. So I think that's right. So where the heck is Lambeth? It says it's like a government site, so I feel like it's a place, not a company. So I should just probably search for that. Let me switch to my other window and do that. Okay, so yeah, Lambeth is a place in the UK. So now the question is, where the heck is it in here? Do we have any significant landmarks? This building here, so part of it will depend whether or not I have a good 3D view here, but I think I can look for either this brick building or that other building that looks like it's probably taller. So let's make sure we have 3D view turned on. Okay. Oh, this is really crawling. I don't know if it's because I'm streaming or what. I hope the quality is okay for you guys. you think it's this? I'm wondering if it's that. That looks similar, but I don't think that's right. Okay, so maybe I can try to figure out what that logo is. I don't know if that's going to help though. Sorry guys, let me try to fix my chat. I'm just going to take 1 second to try to do that. So I hope that this is working okay. Like I said, I didn't know whether or not to promise that it would be very interesting. So let me just see. Sorry, give me a second to try to bring up the chat. Yep, I can't figure it out because I'm a dummy. I really should have figured this out before I started this. Nope, I don't know. All right, well, I don't want to hold up the stream. So I'm sorry that I'm not seeing what you guys are saying in the chat. Maybe after this one, I will take a quick break to try to get that sorted out while you guys are not watching. So let's try to figure out. So I wonder if those bins that we see in the video could tell us anything else about where this is. I mean, we've got numbers like, you know, whatever these houses are. But I don't feel like I have a really good indication. Like I'm mostly just visually scanning right now for something that might look right. But I feel like it's kind of too big of a place to do that, is my concern. So maybe I can see that building with the black. There's a building that has like black bars on top of it. How big is this place? It's a little bit big. All right. Now, there aren't a lot of like tall buildings around, so I feel like it's not like right in the center of town there. And we didn't see, like, when the camera panned, like, we didn't see any, like, very tall buildings nearby. I mean, we have a pretty narrow field that we can see here. I mean, I'm sure people are probably shouting that I could do a reverse image search on those buildings, but I am trying not to do that if I don't need to, because that would be not as fun. But where the heck is this, guys? Oh man, I did not anticipate how slow my my Google Maps would be while streaming. So that is my first learning here. Maybe I can try to figure out what this building is. Oh, wait a minute. Was there something on the ground there? No, nothing useful. Maybe if I figure out what this building is, it'll be easier to search for it. That sign would potentially be helpful if we could read it, but it is very difficult to read that sign. Nope, I cannot figure out what that sign says. She's a very fancy spotted umbrella. I don't know if that's going to help us either. Alright, what the heck is that? This almost looks like a school or something, but you know, I say that because often there are schools in the US that would look like sort of like this, like older schools, but like lots of buildings are old in Europe, so so that is probably not the best logical leap to make here. I do not know what that is. Okay. Maybe I will come back to this. Like it doesn't look like a church. Doesn't look like. I mean, that seems like an office building or something. That like glass building behind it. I'm not seeing a lot of other things that we could like search on though. There's like a door on the side here. Oh, that's really helping me though. Alright, I'm going to try to read this sign. It's going to suck, but I'm going to try to read it. So... I think it says... I feel like this word... above these two, they're like these rectangles here. This looks almost like it says permit. I feel like the top part seems like it's just saying like hours or something like that. I wish I could read the number. It's very difficult. Oh, you know what? I'm just gonna look for. Well, it's not like a parking lot. I was going to say I could look for parking lots in Lambeth. But that's probably not going to help either. Because I don't think this is a lot. It's like a... It's probably talking about the street parking, I guess. Wait, that is a little bit clearer in this frame. This says pay by phone, and then I feel like it says 0207. I could be getting that wrong. something location. Oh, wait a minute. That would be really helpful if we could get that. So this is like, somehow this is telling you how to pay by phone for this parking. So it's like maybe a phone number, and then I think it's saying like what this location is. But oh my god, I don't know if I can read that. Yeah, I don't know. I cannot read what that says. All right, but you know what? I'm still going to take a shot and look for parking. And see what I get. Well, that didn't really give me much, did it? Where the hell did it take me? Oh, here we go. Seems like all the parking it's showing me is like right in this one area. This one is taking longer than I thought it would. I thought this might be not too hard, but that was not true. Cannot make out any of the other words. Oh geez, I'm sorry. I'm not showing you my window here. I cannot make out any of the other words on that sign. So what do we have on the other side of the street? It's just houses, right? So like, I don't think I'm going to be able to spot that from the satellite view. Yeah, I just don't feel like there are a lot of other clues here. Like, it seems kind of like, I'm wondering if it's on the edge of like the downtown part of this place, because you've got kind of like businesses, but then there's like a row of houses here. So like, that kind of makes me feel like it might be like not right in the middle of town, but I don't know if that's a good assumption. All right, I'm gonna give it like 2 more minutes, and if I don't find it in a couple more minutes, then I'm gonna pause briefly and try to fix this so I can see what you guys are saying, because I hate that I'm not seeing the chat right now. But I may have to circle back on this one. I just don't feel like I'm gonna find it right away, so I don't want to do it on the live for too much longer, because that's really boring for you guys. So Yeah, I am just not seeing anything. It's just too big of a place to scan around like this, I think. If it were a smaller area, maybe I would have a better shot at finding it the way I'm doing right now. Now, I'm seeing some like numbered roads, and I thought maybe the parking sign said A something in those black rectangles that we see, but I don't know if that's right. It may be unrelated. Okay, I am going to take a quick break, and we will come back to this one, or maybe do a different one. But I'm going to try to figure out the chat situation so that I can hear what you guys are saying or read what you guys are saying. So give me a minute, and I will come back to you. Okay, good news, guys. I found my chat. I didn't find this location yet, but I found the chat window. So, so sorry it took me 44 minutes into the live to find my chat. But I see you guys are there. I appreciate that you are here, and I'm sorry that it took so long. So let me just see. Somebody is saying some stuff. Looks like Matt Singh might have some ideas about where we are. Is he saying Normanby building? What is that? I'm sorry if you already explained your process here. I have to admit that the one thing that I'm a little concerned about with this is while you guys know that I don't, yeah, this is looking right. Well, you guys know that I don't like to use reverse image search right away. I don't know if people in the chat, might be doing that. This is absolutely it. So, so good job, Matt Singh, if that's who found it. But I don't know if somebody else did. So I'm sorry, I wasn't seeing it as it was coming through. So yeah, I'd be interested to hear from. You don't have to tell me right now. You probably said it in the chat. You looked for hospitals in Lambeth. Which thing is a hospital that you thought was a hospital? This one right here? I mean, this is a hospital, but like, what the heck did you see in the video that told you that was a hospital? Because, I mean, if we go to the street view, it's like here, right? Yeah, so that's clearly it, but I just don't know what you were seeing that said hospital to you. So whatever. I'd be interested to know, but that is yeah, Faith, I don't know what to say about people. Is it spoiling it? I mean, part of the idea is that, I wanted to do something interactive, so I guess wait, are you getting a blank screen right now? It shouldn't be a blank screen. You should be seeing me right here from this camera. So said the logo was an MRI scanner trailer. Okay. Well, that's smart. So people are saying you can't see my screen, but I think people are saying you can see me on my camera right here. I'm just showing me right now. But I'm sorry, I should show you that here is the street view. Yeah, I know you couldn't see what I was doing. I was switching back from the break screen, but yeah. So this is the place. I probably should have looked into that a bit more. If you zoom in here, you can see that it's some kind of medical company for that. I don't know that you could get that from the video. So good job if you recognize that logo. But yeah, so that was a good one. I did not find it, but you guys did. So let's move on to another one. Sorry, I should make note of the location for this one. So it's like around here. I will get the precise location later. And I will make a note of the fact that I did not find this. I got pretty close, but close doesn't really count. Okay. Okay, let's do another one. Let me go grab a video here. I have to go grab one because I don't have it handy. I'm super glad that I learned how to turn on the chat. I can't believe I did not think to do that
Jose
before.
Monkey,
Ooh,
I
hold
love
on,
you.
this person in the video is talking already. Let me grab the video so that I can show it to you guys. And then we will get it up over here.
So I was kind of at a place where I wanted to keep teaching. That was a 100%.
Okay. I have the video. Let's see what this one is. Okay, I can get this other one out of here. Okay.
Jose Monkey, I love your videos. Find me.
All right, so I mean, the mural is probably like pretty easy for finding this place. Oh, we got a sticker on the window there. Oh, we might have a name of a business. Never mind. This is probably another pretty easy one. Does that say axe throwing? Laser tag? Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if this is a quick one, I'm just going to skip it. I can't exactly read what that says. It looks like chippers or something. Let me see if I search for chippers, axe throwing. This is probably like lightning round. I know you're not seeing what I'm looking at right now. Hold on. All right, actually, I should fix that. That's not who I'm looking for. JB, like, why are you why are you saying that? Like, I guess you just Googled it like I just did. I don't know, but I never know when people are saying. All right, so if I just look for axe throwing and laser tag, and then I thought it said chippers. Did it say chippers? Is that what it is? Am I reading that correctly? Because it sounds like you already got it. So are you saying that, JB, because you recognize the place? Yeah, it's okay. So so Liquid, it's not that I don't want you guys to look, like I do want you to, I really want guys to, I want you guys to participate. I do want you to do that, but like if you just recognize it, like everybody recognizes their own neighborhood, guys. So yeah, I know it's Chipper Lanes. I'm showing it on the screen, but yeah, like. Okay, so looks like that's another easy one, so let's not worry about that. Let's go find a harder one. Okay, I have one here that I suspect is harder. I haven't done it yet, so I don't know. So let me go download this one. I will just go ahead and find the precise location on that one later because it seems a little too easy and I don't want to waste your time with that one. So let me download another video and we'll take a look. Now this one, I think I saw this one briefly and it looked tricky to me.
So I was kind of at a place where I wanted to keep teaching. That was a 100%.
As hard as I thought. I'm gonna say that it's one where I would not at all feel bad if I had to use reverse image search to find it, because it seems like it is in the middle of nowhere. So let's take a look at the video.
Okay, I made a video yesterday for Jose Monkey to find me.
Oh yeah,
and
this person sent me a video.
You actually have to be in the video.
Right, they didn't follow the rules
in case
in
you
the
ever see
original
this,
video.
Which I doubt you will. Hi, Jose Monkey. I want you to find me. So this is going to be way too difficult because there is literally
I don't know if you guys can hear that
no
very well,
signs
but
anywhere, and I feel like I'm in the middle of nowhere. This is a perfect This is a perfect area for someone to get murdered and shoved under the bridge, and no one would ever find them. So I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see
weird.
more than just me, but know that I'm in there. Hold on. Okay, so I've flipped.
okay, sorry, you're not seeing all of the video.
Around. There's actually a road that's going right through there. And this is a bike trail.
All right, so this person says
Yes, I'm
it's a
giving you
bike
hints.
trail.
Because this is way too difficult. I mean,
Okay.
there is nothing anywhere. Oh God, here comes a human. Oh, 2 humans. Okay, I better move
Okay, so
along
we've
now.
got.
Thank you, Jose Monkey.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so okay, so we've got what looks like I don't know, not quite Pacific Northwest, maybe. Like I'm thinking like Montana or something. I don't know. It's hard to know with those pines though. But this is like a bike trail. It could be like Montana or Idaho. Could be Colorado. I don't know. That looks more like farther north to me. Is just my guess looking at it. Yeah, I could see that. I could see it being California. I wouldn't. Maybe Southern California. I mean, it could also be. I don't know. I'd say it's definitely. I'm gonna go with someplace like Montana or Idaho or maybe Oregon, but I don't know that maybe not. So I guess what am I gonna look for though? we have a bike trail with this like bridge. Okay. Let's see what we can find. So I think I'm going to search. I'm going to search for bike path, bridge. Just start seeing what I get. I probably need to put something else in there. That's going to get me all sorts of results that are not very helpful. So I'm going to try like Montana. I don't really think it's Montana, but let's see what we get. I mean, these, you know, you wouldn't be crazy for saying, you know, that some of these trees look similar to what we're seeing. So like that could be right. This fence is a similar color. I don't know if that means anything. What is this? This looks really like it. I mean, there's a body of water here, but I mean... Okay, so what... This just says Washington, Idaho, Montana Trails Tour. Oh, I'm sorry. You're seeing the wrong thing again. There we go. I apologize, guys. I'm doing... Yep, sorry about that. I fixed it. So I searched for... So her hat says something about Bahamas, so I don't think that the hat is a clue. But I searched for bike path, bridge, and I just picked Montana, and I started seeing like some places that looked, you know, like they might be similar. But then I saw this image, which looked very much like, the bridge fence that we're seeing. I don't think it's the exact spot, but that was encouraging. But the thing here says Washington, Idaho, Montana Trails Tour. So, like, yikes, that could be a lot of places, right? But it looks like maybe this person posted a bunch of images from a trip that they did. So maybe if we find that image, we can see where it was. Oh my god, this is loading so slowly. Yeah, that's not helping me. Okay, so this looks like it's advertising a tour that you can take. Cycles to rails to trails, conservancy. Okay, so it's talking about what trails. Route of the Hiawatha and Trail of the... I cannot pronounce that. It's Coeur d'Alens. I don't know if that's the right way to pronounce that. I'm not great with French. 2 regional trails, Spokane River Centennial and North Idaho Centennial Trails. Okay, so there's a bunch of trails here that we should probably look at. So let's find out where the route of the Hiawatha is. So if we look at the images of that, I mean, it's not immediately jumping out at me as the right spot, so it seems like there's, you know, some kind of like really elevated bridges, so I'm going to go on to the next one, which actually is this one it's suggesting right here. Still not seeing any. Well, there's... I think this is the same. This might be the same page I was on. Let's see if that's the same page. Wow, that's slow. Okay. No, it's not the same page, but it is talking about some of the same trails. But it would be really helpful if it would tell us which image is which. Okay, here we go. That is really slow. Oh my god. This is so slow to load. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to go back to this thing. I wonder if I look, yeah, there. Okay, so we've got similar looking photos here. Hayburn State Park? See, a bunch of these look similar. I wonder if I just bring it up in... It might be a mistake, but I could try just bringing it up on Google Maps and see. That might go just as well as, what was it called? Lambeth? Just as well as that went, but what am I looking? This is Coeur d'Alene. I don't know if that's right. I don't know how to pronounce that at all. That's the kind of thing that I would like totally look up and practice saying in my videos. Like, I try really hard to pronounce things correctly in my videos, but that does not happen by accident. It is usually because I practiced it quite a bit and looked it up first. Okay, but we want the trail, like not just the whole town. Okay. So now the weird thing in the video is that, I'm sorry, I realize I'm not showing you the, there it is. So the, am I going to make special collector's item merchandise? Yeah, maybe, but since you mentioned it, guys, if you use the code DOITLIVE on my store right now, you will get 10% off of your purchase. So, so feel free to do that. The code is DOITLIVE. You can go get yourself a Jose Monkey t-shirt if you like that sort of thing. Okay. So the thing that I was about to say is strange in the video. I mean, not strange necessarily, but like we've got like this little bridge, but if it was crossing water, it's not, whatever it is like dry right now. And maybe it's just crossing a ditch of some kind. So that makes it a little bit harder to like look for it on the satellite view if it's not crossing anything significant. Now what we can do, we could try to get a 3D view and compare it to some of the things that we're looking at to see if it even looks right, but we would need a fairly distinctive view. I was really sort of hoping for a more distinctive spot that we could look for, hoping that was maybe a, you know, a thing that we'd be able to see visually. Yeah, so I got this far. I mean, I might be in the wrong place, to be perfectly honest. I got this far by searching for trails in, I looked in Montana first, and I got some pictures that looked similar, and then that named a bunch of like trails. Not all of them are in Montana. This one is in Idaho, which kind of tracks because I was thinking Montana or Idaho or maybe some other places in the Northwest, but Okay. We need something else to look for. What did she say? She points at something in the video here.
In there. Hold on. Okay, so I've flipped the camera around. There's actually a road that's going right through there.
Okay. So, person is telling us that there is a road that goes right through there. So if it is this place, so the problem is, like, I don't even know if there's going to be street view. Yeah, there's not going to be any kind of street view on the trail, so like we can try to get some views from nearby roads, and I mean that might be a way. Like sometimes I've done that in the past to like see if I can match some of the landscape in the background to get an approximate location and then narrow it down from there. But I'm not feeling like that. There's like too much here, and this is too close to the water. I feel like there's no water visible in the video, so I'm thinking it would be more like this part of the trail is like more in the middle of land. So what's that? There's gonna be no street view though. Damn it. Well, that is a rather large mountain there, so I think if it were there, we would see that. Okay, so I guess another thing to consider, like this person is on a bike, or you know, they have a bike with them, so I assume they took the bike to get here. But to try to like, you know, use some like Sherlock Holmes detective skills, I can't tell if this person is really dressed for like a hardcore bike ride. I mean, I'm not trying to judge anybody. I just feel like this person hopped on a bike for a quick, you know, spin somewhere or to get somewhere quickly. I don't think this is like serious, like, you know, trail ride happening. Or although I could be totally wrong. Like, do what you like, guys. If you want to get your makeup ready and head out to the trail, go for it. I totally support that. But because it is that is kind of a sleigh. But I am just guessing. So the reason I'm saying all that is I'm wondering if that means that this person is close to, like they're not in the middle of the trail. Is maybe what I'm thinking. Like I don't know if they went on like a 50-mile bike ride. I think maybe they are like near a trailhead or something is what I'm getting at. So maybe I should look for... No, that just showed me the trail again. Is there anything else we can see here? This is a really freaking hard one. I mean, I could try to do like a reverse image search on some of these mountains, but they look a little too, like there's nothing really distinctive. I mean, I could try it. I don't know if it's really going to get us anywhere. What do you think? If I tried to like do a reverse image search on this, and then let me get a window where I can use that. Like I'm wondering if I could get just like an idea about whether I'm even in the right area, you know, then that would be helpful because I feel like we could be off on a wild goose chase. So let me see what I get with that. I will show you in just a second. Hold on. Okay. So this is probably not going to be any help because this is just showing me all sorts of places. Oregon, Colorado, California. Yeah, that's not helpful. So that was worth a shot. But I mean, maybe if we focused on like that specifically. Oh, wait. No, that's not really a match. No, I don't really feel like that. I don't feel like any of those are a match. And I could maybe try, like, if I mean, I'm a little bit worried. Like, sometimes I like to do a reverse image search just to, like, get clues and, like, get a rough area. But I worry about, like, accidentally, you know, finding it that way, which is, I mean, which is no fun. I don't think any of these look right. All right. Ooh. Okay. I don't know, guys. This is looking tough. What are people saying in the stream? Yeah, that's a good point. That you can. I know it's such a pain in Google Lens on the web. You can't like add search terms to it. It's 100% not Florida. I think you're right about that. So let's cross off Florida, guys. Might be findable. I see what you're saying about. I think you mean like this spot. I don't know. I mean, sometimes when there's like an arrangement of trees, like, so the problem here is, okay, so first of all, in this part, she is still in selfie mode, so so we got to flip this. But yeah, her hat, somebody was asking about that before. It says Bahamas something. So that's also not where we are. So now the problem here is that, like, her hat is going to be in the way of getting a good, like, picture of this. But we could try it. I mean, this second one isn't bad, but I still don't think that's it. Now, what is that? That looks like something, right? Like, kind of looks like something. Like, it's definitely like a very defined structure there, but I don't know. Can't really tell much about what it is. We've got a fence here. Sorry, I didn't mean the blue fence. I meant like there's some kind of other fence on the... Let me switch that back. But the fence doesn't really tell us much of anything. So, all right, I'm gonna do like one more image search on this one. I don't feel like this is really getting me anywhere. It doesn't look like much of anything. But I will definitely keep this one to look for. Yeah, none of this is all that helpful. And it's too hard. Like, I get what people are saying. Like, if you do it on the phone, then you can add text to it. But, like, I can't really share that with you guys more easily. What is somebody saying? Crop the image above the hat. Yeah, that's what I was doing, cropping it above the hat. But something shiny at the end of the trail. Yeah, there is. A little hard to tell what that is. That, I mean, it's so hard to tell. That could even be water, depending on... Okay, can we tell anything about where the sun is? So the shadows are falling this way from the fence. I have no idea what time of day it is, though. I was going to say that I thought that this direction was south. And it could be, if this is like fairly early in the day, if the sun might be a little bit... I think it's kind of south. Because the sun is pretty high in the sky here, but I think it's... I'm guessing afternoon, but I that is a guess. I was just trying to figure out, like, if I knew... So if that way is... If what I'm looking at right now to the right is south, then that would be east there. So if I looked for a spot on that trail where... where the heck is it? Where we can see water to the east, and it should be near a road, because the person in the video was saying that. I mean, I feel kind of like I want to look here, but like I was saying before, I can't really even get a good view. Like, the thing that's hard with ones like this is that even if you find a spot, it's so hard to confirm, because you don't have anything visually, you know, to use to confirm. Yeah, I don't know. What else did we... What were the other... Oh, we're still on tin roof over here. What was the... I can't remember the name of that... there was a site that we were looking at that had... What did I search for? I searched for, like, bike path. I'm going to try Idaho. I'll show you what I'm looking at in a second. So, I mean, definitely getting a lot of hits on that same trail, but all of them show water, because, I mean, the thing is, like, all the pictures you're going to find are going to be fairly picturesque, right? So, people don't always take pictures of the uglier looking locations. I don't see a good way to narrow this down. I warned you guys that this might not be as interesting. It's much more interesting when I can, like, do the research and, like, gather all the information and then not show you all the, like, boring parts where I, like, stare at the wrong places for a long time. So I hope it's not too boring. What about the bike itself? I mean, I don't know that the bike is going to tell us too much, but I mean, I don't want to rule it out. Let me see. It says hyper on it. I don't know what I would really find from that. I mean, I don't mean to be obtuse, but I just don't know what I would look for related to the bike. The boring parts are the best parts. Okay. I appreciate that, Jen Loves, that you are not saying it. Do the impossible one I submitted. Guy with bike helmet in the middle of nowhere. We're already doing a bike path in the middle of nowhere. Try to check where the bike comes from. Maybe it's a rental. I mean, I don't see anything on it that identifies it, though. Like, there's very little on the bike. It's a national brand. That makes sense. Okay. I am just going to look for more pictures of this place. All right. There's got to be something I'm missing in this video. So there are like these, I want to call these like Jersey barriers. I know that not everybody calls them that, but these like concrete barrier things that we see here. They're sort of littered around this area. That's sort of weird. I don't know if they were previously blocking the path for some reason. You could potentially spot those from the satellite view if they're... I doubt they move around too much, right? Like they've probably been there for a long time. And what is that? There is something... What is that? There is something on the side of this image, off to the left side of the path. It looks kind of like a guardrail, but it could be a building. Like, I don't know what those white rectangles are. All right, I'm just going to look at that stupid trail again because I don't know what else to do on this one. So the trail, how far does it go? So like the river, it's the river of the same name here, which I keep avoiding saying it because I don't know how to pronounce it. Coeur-d'Alene? I don't know if that's right, but the trail is quite long. I can't tell if this is still a trail. That part is. The thing with this trail that concerns me, though, and makes me worry that it's not the right place at all, is that so much of it is close to the river. And that makes me concerned that this isn't the right spot. Because surely we would see, I mean, there is no body of water visible in this video that I see. So I don't know if that's... I may be totally in the wrong place. I feel like the trail... Is this the trail still? Yes. I mean, there's like nothing to see here. See, this looks like... This almost looks like marshy, though. Like, I don't understand what this... Let's see what we can see from the road. Oh, wait a minute. Now, if we saw power lines in the video, those would potentially be helpful, but... I don't know, I'm feeling like this spot actually looks a little closer than what I was looking at. So if it were on the trail... I feel like this is above it, probably. Oh, there's going to be too much stuff in the way. What about over here? See, like here, though, we would still see, I would think, that we would see the the river from the trail if this is where it was. Like, I felt better about that one spot that I was just looking at. That was a little bit away from the river. What is that? Wondering if I look down the trail. I don't know, guys. This is not looking good. This is like a super duper hard one. I'm gonna get a good look at this mountain here. Just trying to see if any of these mountains looked like they matched. So like, I think this is where this state highway number 3 is crossing over the trail. But I don't know. I'm not feeling it good. Feeling too good about this. So I did look at the shadow from the blue fence on the trail. Yeah, I agree that it didn't have much greenery on the side. That's funny, Harry Marshall. I know exactly what you mean. I've done that, where I was looking. I was convinced, it was one place, and I would be just thousands of miles away. Thank you, KJ Worrell. I am glad you are enjoying it. I am sorry that I know that the fun part is like when I find it, but this is part of the process, guys. So you are seeing how the sausages get made right now. I don't even know why I'm following this road. I was clicking for something to do. All right, guys. I feel like I should move on to a different one. I'm not going to give up on this one because I think I'm in possibly the right area and I think it's findable. But I would like to try to do some other stuff on the stream. So I am going to bail on this one for now. But I am not giving up on it. So I'm just going to make a note of what this trail was that we were looking at, and maybe I don't know if I'll pick this up on another live or if I'll try to do it and then do a video about it, but I am going to call it and move on to something else right now because I would like to show you guys something more interesting. Okay, I've got another one here. And I'm sorry, I know that's like really disappointing to like look for a place and then, not find it. Like everybody wants the payoff, right? So I'm sorry about that. I am just going to go download a different video here.
Jose Monkey.
Hold on, I'm just making sure I can download this one. I really don't know if it's going to be an easy or a hard one until we start looking at it. Like I just picked some ones from my list. Like, as you guys know, I've got like a really long list, a huge backlog, and I tried to just go through the list and find some that were like just sitting on the list for a really long time that maybe I could do live. So I don't really know going in whether they're going to be super easy or super hard. I mean, obviously you saw some of the ones I did earlier were like really pretty easy, like lightning round material. So I mean, that is not necessarily what we want to do. So let me just download another video here Oop, this is gonna make noise at me. So this one is another one that I think is not in the US based on my notes from when I added it to the list. So we will have to see what it is. I realize you can't see it yet, so I will switch back in just a minute. Okay. I'm glad that you think it's interesting, Taylor, to see the parts that you don't usually get to see. I feel bad because I feel like, you know, this is the work that goes into making the interesting part. So I hope it's not too boring. I suspect there are people talking trash in the comments about how I'm not able to find these places, but I'm just gonna not look at that. Let's see what this video says.
Oh, Monkey. Need your help. Lost.
This person.
Where am I?
This person might not come on camera, by the way. I don't remember. It might be an old one. This might be an easy one. It looks like we got a lot of signs.
I'm completely and utterly lost.
I think this was submitted a while back.
Where I am.
I'm forgetting to listen to what he's saying. I'm talking over him. So sometimes, by the way, there are like important clues in the video because the person, you know, like talks me through what they're showing me, and I forget to listen to it. Like sometimes I just jump in and start immediately, you know, doing this, and I don't remember to listen to what they're saying.
Need your help. Lost. Where am I?
So person's making a joke saying they're lost.
Where am I, Jose Monkey?
Actually,
Please tell me. I'm completely and utterly lost.
okay, so
No.
he's mumbling a bit. And he says he's completely and utterly lost. Okay. So what are these license plates? Clearly not the U.S. I feel like these are Australian plates of some kind, but I don't remember. Let me bring up some Australian license plates and I will show you them in just a second. Yeah, they're absolutely going to be Australian plates. Here, let me switch the view here. Yeah, I just went back to the window that has the trails, and now I'm still mad about it. But I will find that one though. Okay, so this is definitely going to be an Australian license plate. That is a blurry image, but if we look at these, it's Western Australia, right? So we've got a Western Australian plate, and we've got city of something right here on these. It's not easy to read though. City of, it looks like it ends in CO. I'm not sure exactly what that says, but yeah, there were some signs on the buildings, and there's a billboard. That looks more like graffiti on that building, or street art if you prefer. Oh, what does this say? It's a tollway zone, private parking reserved for storm. What? I can't read what that says. Store something limited. Okay, those are all really hard to read. But what does this billboard say? Let's take a look at that. Oh, this probably gives it up, right? Like Bell something. And that's an ad for something less BS bonk stuff. I sometimes have no idea what is going on in some of these videos from other countries. Just, you know, even when it's a shared language. Oh, and we've got a road sign of some kind. Okay. Somebody in the, so I'm actually like taking the time to like talk through what I'm seeing, so it's interesting for you guys, but I worry that while I'm doing that, people in the comments are probably already finding it. Okay, so this is like a real estate or property management company, it looks like. So we'll have to see where that is. I could probably just search for that. Do you think I can just find that in, if I just bring up a map of Western Australia? Let me see. I will show you my map in a second. Hold on. I mean, it could be that it's not Western Australia. Like, cars do move, right? So, like, I try to remind people that, you know, license plates are a good indication of where something is. All right, so I'm thinking, like, we probably want to look, you know, near one of the cities. I'm gonna say Perth is as good a place as any because it's like one of the few places I know off the top of my head. So what did we just say? Acton Bell, was that what that was? Acton. Okay, well, we've got a few. What else do we see here, though? Oh, we had that sign, though, right? Like, for the street. Is that... I mean, I think that's... It's... The funny thing is that it looks almost like a U.S. interstate sign. I'm thinking it says 61, though, and this is 61 over here. So I'm thinking maybe here. Let's hope we have street view. We do. I'm thinking that's not it. I mean, maybe it is, but... Let me get a better view of this place. So, what did we see? We saw... Okay, we've got that building. That should be easy to spot if it's in a blue one. And then that. I mean, I'm pretty sure that sign said 61. Which is why I picked this spot that I'm looking at. But I'm not seeing exactly that. I still want to know what this said, though, because it said city of something that ended in CO, right? So is there, like... Actually, if I look at... I feel like I can almost read it on this one, actually. Burrico? Something like that? Let me see if... I don't think that's actually right. Where the heck did it just go? I was hoping to get a match on the partial name that I just searched. Now I lost 61. There it is again. Oh, wait a minute. Sabayaco? Is that what that is? I don't know if I'm saying it correctly. That sounds plausible to me. All right, so let me try that again. I think I just spelled that right. Sabayaco. Oh, here we are. We got it, guys. So that is definitely it, right? Because, like, if we've got our buildings, and then that building should be right behind us if we turn. Oh wait, maybe it's, yeah, it's across the street, right? So, oh man, my MacBook is really chugging, but there it is. There's the building with the lovely street art on it. Okay, so that was a win. Well, I'm glad we got one that was a win. I tell you guys, like, I spend a lot of time looking at wrong places, and then once you find it, it's you know, it's like, oh, okay, I found it. Move on to the next one. I've actually had, I mean, of course, this wasn't the experience that we've had on this live today, but I mean, I've had the experience of, like, looking for videos, and I'll, like, find one and make note of it, and find one, make note of it, like, very quickly, sometimes like rapid fire, and then I have, like, a backlog of videos that I've found and didn't get around to making a video about. Okay, so I made a note of where that was. I forgot to say again who that was. It was James Clark 30 from TikTok. So so hopefully I can make a highlight reel and show that, and I'll have to include, like, a lengthy section that I fast forward through where I show me struggling to find that trail in wherever. Okay, let's find another place. And then, what time is it? Okay, I can probably do this for a little bit longer. There is a guy who I know. Sorry, I don't mean I know him. I mean, I know that he sent me a couple videos a while back and I never got around to it. And I feel bad because he's a very nice guy in the comments. Guys, I do see your comments. I want you to know that, like, I really appreciate the people who, like, hang in there even when, you know, they're like hoping for me to do their video and I haven't done it, and they've been waiting for just, you know, ages for me to do their video, and they still hang in there. And I really try to make sure that I prioritize those people's videos and do them. So I am sad to say that I know that there are so many people who are not. What's going on? I was trying to download that video. I just got, like, a weird error. Okay, there we go. Now if I go to this video, why is it saying I'm not logged in? So I wonder if this person marked this video as private. That's a bummer. Let me try their other video. I don't know, that one's going to be easy. I know it's going to be easy because I feel like I kept this one on my list because I felt like it might be a lightning round. Okay, let's look at it, guys. In fact, I might wrap this up by showing you a few that are lightning round videos that I haven't done. But okay, let's bring up the video. So, sorry, I need to download it first. So while I am downloading, just a reminder, guys, that you can
So I was kind of at a
yourself a Jose Monkey t-shirt if you were into that sort of thing. And you can use the code DOITLIVE for 10% off of your purchase. Right now, that is active, so feel free to do that if you want to get yourself a Jose Monkey Found Me t-shirt if you're one of the people I have found, or a pint glass, or you can get a shirt that says, "So what can we see?" I might get myself one of those actually and wear it in my videos. I feel like it would be weird if I wore a shirt with, like, my own face on it, but if I got one of these "So what can we see" shirts, that might be okay, right? Okay. Jesse Onland, I am sure you are nice, and I will try to get to your video. Hey, Hope is here. Hey, Hope. Yes, I sometimes listen to accents for hints. There are like a handful of people whose names and usernames I like just remember and when I see a lot. And I remember Hope's name because I did her video recently and I stared at her face on the video for a very long time trying to find it. So she's kind of stuck in my memory. Okay, we are going to look at this video that you guys can probably see now. I'm telling you right now, I am fairly certain this is going to be like lightning rounds material because it's just like going down the street, and I feel like when I put it on my list, I remembered there being something like obvious. Because, oh, okay, right. So we've got emergency vehicles. So we're gonna have a city in just a second.
But yeah, dude, no idea what happened.
Let's just see what else is there. I try to remember to watch the whole video because sometimes I don't watch the whole video and I miss important stuff. Okay, so we've got... Get out of the way, truck. Morton Grove? That's got to be... There's probably like one place called Morton Grove, right? Like there can't be too many of those. All right, so I will change windows in just a second, but let me see what does Morton Grove give us? Oh, this is let's say who this is. This is 22 parrots in a house tea tug. What? I don't know. I was trying to read off the name, but the username for this person is a little bit hard to sound out, but yeah, it's gonna mess it all up because it's got numbers in it, but so it's like something like that. Okay, let's turn that off because it's just annoying. Okay, what do we got? Morton Grove is apparently going to be Illinois. There are probably people in the comments that are like, I got it already. Okay, so yeah, so let's go to Morton Grove. Sorry, this window's slow because it's using the VPN. Let me switch to the other one. I will bring it up in just a second. Wow, that's loading because that's like super slow. All right, so let's switch to this view instead. All right, so you knew it was Illinois immediately. It's funny how that goes sometimes, right? Like when you know, you know. All right, so let's see. So where is we're near Morton Grove. I just searched for cemeteries, but I think it's showing me some that are outside of. I mean, I sort of don't really want near. I want in. That is in Niles. I mean, I guess it's possible that it's not, that the person is not in Morton Grove, right? Like maybe the police are responding to something else just outside of town. What does that say? I think it might have said Morton Grove something. Or maybe not. Oh, it's a funeral home. I think it says funeral home. Which makes sense near the... near the cemetery. What's it showing me? That is not it. Come on, that can't be the only one around here. So it showed me the Simpkins one, but unless we're looking at like a different part of it, I feel like that's not what it looks like. So I don't think it's that. I don't think it's that. Show me the outside, for Christ's sake. don't think that's right. I can't see the name of it. It looks like a single word name. Maybe I'm misreading it. I don't think it's going to be any of those because it's like... All right, I got to focus. I got distracted by the funeral home because I knew I saw the words. But seriously, like if I just look for a cemetery, so let me see where are the city limits here. Okay, so it's not too big. Is that a cemetery? Okay. I mean, that doesn't look like there's a cemetery there, though. What the heck? What about... Now, I was going to say here, but this doesn't... the funeral home is not where I expected it relative to the... Well, it's looking kind of promising. It looks similar. Oh goodness, if this had been in the video, that would have been easy to find. This seems like it should be easier than it is. These are going like so far outside of like outside of Morton Grove. Like it keeps looking like near Morton Grove, but I really just want it to look in Morton Grove. All right, there's got to be something else that I can use to narrow this down because I don't want to just like brute force through looking at every cemetery around here. I can't read the numbers on these. You know, I spoke too soon saying this was going to be like super easy. That's what I get. Okay, so this is a, if we look at the highway, or, you know, whatever road this is, it looks like it's 2 lanes in the other direction, and we've got double solid line. Maybe a turning lane. I'm wondering how many places there are like that in Morton Grove. Oh man, it's so slow. Okay. Yikes. My computer's really chugging. Was that definitely a cemetery? Like, yeah. Well, no, I don't know that's definitely a cemetery. What are those things? I think that was a bad assumption. I think I looked at that too quickly. Because those are like valves or something. What the heck is that? Like, do you see all those pipes? And then this like screams utility building of some kind, right? So like, we got a goose. Got some geese there, guys. So what the heck is that? I was like way too quick to just assume that was yeah, I think you're right, Crystal. I don't think that's a cemetery. I looked at it very quickly, and then honestly I feel like somebody in the chat might have said cemetery, and I think it like made me think I was right about that. But that was a mistake on my part. Okay, so we've got to be able to see this from the satellite view. Like, it's going to be very regularly spaced. My computer is just not happy about the streaming, and it's like really redrawing this satellite image so slowly. And guys, I don't have like an underpowered computer. This is like a not terribly new, but it's a MacBook Pro, so like it's not like a piece of junk. It should be able to handle this. You know what, I'm going to turn it off of the globe view for a minute. That'll probably help. So I am feeling like it's going to be one of these bigger roads because it was 2 lanes, and it's going to be, you know, some kind of field where we can see those pipes or whatever those are. I mean, it could be, I mean, it's not going to be this is an interstate. That's too big. I feel like it's in this area, because those buildings felt to me like a little bit of a, and you see the lines on the road here, like I just feel like that matches what we were seeing in the video. Like there's specifically the way that this like turning lane starts and ends, that looks very much to me like what we were seeing here, where there's a tow truck in the way, but so I feel like it's a road like this one if it's not this one. I mean, I could try to squint at that sign a bit more to figure out what it says, but that seems really annoying. Wait a minute. This is a funeral home. I think I looked at that one already, though, didn't I? No, that doesn't look right. That's not what the one in the... These buildings look very much like the right area, though. Actually, the one next to it is the funeral home? Not sure. I mean, I think this says funeral home. I'm not certain about that. Did we see any other... Wait a minute. Morton Grove Pumping Station. This is going to be it. This has got to be it. Where's that big-ass water tower? I mean, this looks right, but I don't think it's any of these small streets, so that... Maybe up here. No, because we don't see this water tower, unless it's just too big and we're too close to it. Alright, well, let's take a look. Oh god, no street view. No street view. Okay, there is. It was just slow. I mean, I don't think it's going to be right here because yeah, there's a massive water tower here. Jeez, that's big. But I feel like that pumping station that we were seeing looked a lot to me like what I was expecting. But I don't know how to get close enough to it to see it. Where the heck is it? Morton Grove Pumping Station. I mean, like... I mean, that's definitely the kind of thing that we're seeing in the video, right? Like, I feel like we're near here, or it's a place like this. Where's that little building? But this is a bigger field here. Maybe there's another pumping station nearby. Oh, maybe I could search for pumping stations. Oh, God. Yeah, it's giving me that one. But it can't be that one because it's not close enough to a big enough road, right? I mean, is it backwards like in selfie mode? I don't think so because the cars would be driving on the wrong side of the road then, right? So this seems like, you know, it would be this side. What's a sailboat? Thank you, Bolt Maniac. I appreciate that you guys are enjoying this, even though it honestly, it feels stressful to me because I feel like I should be finding these places faster for you guys. So it is a little bit stressful. Right, there's like an open field here. This is killing me because now that I see what the pumping station looks like, I feel like it's almost definitely a similar kind of place, but maybe there's like another spot like that. Yeah, it's after 3 p.m. Eastern time. I am probably going to have to wrap this up soon, but I'm really hoping to find this one before I do. So it probably wouldn't be too far away from this one, right? Like, I don't know how pumping stations work, to be perfectly honest. This is frustrating me. Does that say funeral home or not? Ugh. It's like, looks like nothing. It's just pixels when you... Maybe it doesn't say funeral home. It almost says like something house. Something maybe I'm seeing so many different words looking at this. I realize it's very small for you guys, but like I'm looking at this family home, maybe? Something family home? Or that's probably not right. That doesn't seem right. I was just trying to search for that quick to see if I got anything. Bell... Red link? I don't know. I'm just making up words. I'm gonna search for red link. I do not think that's what it says. I am just really making up words now. No, that brought me to another place. It's not even in Morton Grove anymore. Wood link? Wood Lane? This is making me absolutely crazy. Yeah, I don't know. What does it say? I mean, I'm sure a reverse image search on something would work here, but I really don't want to do that. I know I'm close. So yeah, like I think somebody might have said this in the comments. I'm not sure in the chat. It looks like it comes together at an angle, right? Like there's sort of like roads that come together in more or less like a triangle, right? Like you see how this car that's approaching over here is like it's farther away, and then it's like getting closer as it comes to here. So this seems like this intersection is probably something like this. It's probably not this, but oh, sorry, you're not seeing the map. So I was just thinking that like it could be something like, you know, that where it's coming together at like a sort of a three-way intersection. But it's a bigger road, like I don't even know if I'm in Morton Lane. No, sorry. I'm not even in the right place anymore because I searched for Morton Grove. I searched for something that I thought I was seeing on that building. All right, so if we've got bigger roads and we got, what about this? That doesn't look right. But I think I want to look for bigger roads that have like an angular sort of intersection. I didn't see any. I don't think it's going to be by 94 because I didn't see an overpass or anything, and I don't think this went over a large highway. This is making me crazy. Am I still in Morton Grove? Sometimes I lose the outline of where the place is, and then I start looking like too far away. See, there's like a clearing here that tells me that like there's probably power lines here, but I don't think we're anywhere near those power lines. But, well, we've got these utility poles here, but that's just like a run of like telephone poles. It's not like I'm sure that what we have here are like large transmission lines. I'm just not seeing anything that looks exactly like that pumping station, which really I thought had to be right, but how is this not easy? This seems like it should be easy. Nope, I'm way outside of Morton Grove. This is sort of weird here. I think this looks like there are power lines that turn here. Now I'm out of Morton Grove again. What the heck? So none of the ones I picked today were ones where I felt as if I could use like a good data mining approach. I'll have to like set aside a couple for the next live so I can do something like that, so you guys can see what that looks like. Just not really likely to be the way to find any of these that we're looking at today. This is making me crazy. I think I'm out from Morton Grove again. Yep. I don't know, guys. Yes, it's in Morton Grove. You're right. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up on the chat a little bit to see what you guys are saying. I appreciate you guys hanging in. I know it's got to be a little bit painful, especially if you think you already figured it out, or if you have already figured it out. I know that if I knew where it was and I was watching somebody do it, I might be squirming at this point. Okay, let's look at the video. There's got to be something I'm missing. I feel like this says Wood Lane Family Home, but I don't think that is a thing. I think Wood Lane Family... See, I'm getting like some kind of... This is going to go someplace completely... This is in Bowling Green, Ohio. This is not even... But I feel like... Maybe it's Wood Line. family. No, this it's giving me the woods. I don't know what family home would even mean. Like that's... But I feel like that second word is family. Maybe not. What if it's like Wood Lane? What if it's... is there a Wood Lane in Morton Grove? That is in Mount Prospect, Illinois. I don't know where that is relative to Morton Grove. I don't think that's right. Yeah, I tried family home. I'm spelling it wrong. Oh, I spelled Morton Grove wrong. So Google's trying to be helpful, so it's matching things that don't have family home in it. It's matching like other, you know, funeral homes and residences and stuff. I don't... What is that? Wait a minute. This is it. This is totally it. This is absolutely going to be it. Okay, so this... Oh, wait, we're back. Can you guys see me? Are you guys seeing me now? Thank goodness. I don't know what happened. Actually, I think my whole... stupid internet connection went out. So sorry about that, guys. That was at the worst possible time, right? But this is totally it. That's the intersection. If we go over here, here's that building. So this does say Morton Grove Pumping Station, right? So like we found that other location that said Morton Grove Pumping Station. Clearly, like there's no way we were going to read it off of this, but this is the right spot, right? And then I think somebody might have said in the chat already, but it sounds like we know what the name of this building was, right? Here, let me see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Rihani family home? I was never going to get that. This is just somebody's house? That's, yeah, the worst possible timing, right? It's like, I don't know when it went out for you guys. Like I really hope you didn't miss it right as I was finding it. So let me walk you through what happened. Like I was looking around and then I spotted this part and I was like, this is totally it. And when I zoomed in to look at it, I got like one street view image to come up. Like I was right about here, but I was looking at the wrong side of the street. I was looking over here and I was confused. I was like, that's not it. And when I tried to like move the camera, to get a better view, it stopped loading for me, and then the second I said I spotted it. Well, I'm sorry. That's really it's dramatic. I promise it was not intentionally dramatic. But yes, I got it. So yeah, it was this spot. But I mean, I knew it as soon as I saw the this spot here. But this is so far away from the other. So like this is saying Morton Grove pumping station on it. But if you remember where we looked at that other Morton Grove pumping station. Sorry, I did save. I already saved the latitude and longitude. I was so worried about it. It's funny because I was just saying like I'm worried about it crashing, and I saved the coordinates of that spot because I was worried I was going to lose it, and I almost did. So I'm interested though to see how far away it is. Like if I go from here, that spot that I just found, and if I do directions from there to Morton pumping station, even though it says that on that building, it's not Morton, it's Morton Grove. Yeah, so it's like a 1.5 miles away. Like this is the spot that I was looking at before, where I saw those pipes and realized that that's what we were looking at. But apparently there's another part of the pumping station down here if you follow US 14. Okay, so then what road was this? I don't know, it's just Oakton Street. I'm sure it has another name. By the way, you guys may not realize this, but I hope somebody's clapping. In my videos that I normally do, a lot of times I don't say street names. And I know you might think it's weird. It might sound like I'm awkwardly avoiding saying a street name, and I am. And the reason for that is I started having some problems on TikTok where if I said, yeah, I don't know, that was a long one. I didn't really keep track. I'm going to have to go back and look for all these, how long it was. But I noticed on TikTok that I was occasionally having problems where if I said a street name, then my videos would get flagged. And like one time it told me it was being flagged for like, revealing information about people or something like that. And then other times it got flagged with no explanation for why. But I noticed a pattern where if I said street names and things like that, that seemed like addresses, that the algorithm would often flag that. So thank you for clapping, guys. I appreciate that. But so if you'll notice that I just for months now I have avoided saying street names. I usually will say highway names in my videos, but I will not usually say street names if I can avoid it. And that's why sometimes people will be like, "Oh, you called it, US 35, but we call it, blah 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 here." And I usually intentionally avoid the street name and use like a highway number if I can. So no, I'm not basically doxing anybody. I mean, that's why I ask people to like record in public locations, and I do it for people who ask me to do it, right? Like I wouldn't do it at their house. And people send me stuff from their house, guys. It's kind of silly. The Rahanis are in Niles. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I think you're talking about the Rahani family whose house we found. But yeah, that's why I do ask people, and people still do it. People will still send me stuff like from their front porch, and I'm like, I don't really like. I've done a few locations where it's like somebody's house, but I have to be very careful about how I explain where it is. Like I'm usually I usually won't even say the city if I've done, and that's why I avoid them now, because they're too hard to do. It's too hard to meaning it's too hard for me to talk about on the video without revealing it. Like I'll say it's like the guy. Do you guys remember Popsicle Man? I call him Popsicle Man. The guy who saw one of my videos and was like, "Okay, I'm going to challenge Jose Monkey," and he like walked out of his house eating a popsicle, and was just like munching on the popsicle the whole time during the video. And he was like, "Okay, find me," and he was just in like a mobile home, like a trailer park type area. I think it was in Ohio. if I remember correctly. But I had to just say, like, you know, the county it was in, and I did not add it to my map because I will not add people's locations to the map if it's like, you know, a dicey situation where I don't want to say where they are. I'm blinking some. I am blinking, guys. You had to see me blink. I mean, I've been on here for like 2.5 hours. I must have blinked, right? Okay. I am sorry to say that I really am going to have to wrap this up, though, guys, because this is actually a little bit longer than I intended to do it, and my family is probably wondering if I am alive down here in my basement. But if you are interested, feel free to go check out my store and use the code DOITLIVE to get 10% off of your, it should be off of your entire purchase. So whatever you want to do there, we've got coffee mugs and pint glasses and shirts and things like that. So so go check that out. Guys, thank you for hanging in with me, especially during the really hard parts. Like I said, I know that when I do the videos, it's probably, you know, very interesting to hear it all distilled down into like a 3 or 4 minute video. But this is the messy process, so I hope you enjoyed it, and I really appreciate you all showing up. So subscribe here on YouTube if you haven't already, because I will try to do more of these, and I will do them here because TikTok doesn't let me stream like this from my desktop. So yeah, I hope to do it again. I hope I will have ones that are less painful to watch, but I hope you enjoyed it.